respected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year that teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Looking to pass. It's Drones. Got his man quickly. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, after that touchdown, the crowd here at Lane Stadium is absolutely going crazy. This is one of the great environments and best fan bases in all of college football. Exit light, enter night.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hughes. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's going to run it. There he goes.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Moss. Fires to the middle. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you can tell QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the move, it's Stewart. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Green. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
All right, We got the completion. We got some yardage. We got some positive yards. Now we're in 4th and manageable. And you dang right, we're going for this puppy. We got our 4th down play ready to roll. We're calling it in.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Quick toss. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 15, and that gives them some more room to work.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. The short hands, it's Kenner. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Hokie. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Alabama has the lead right now, but this Tide crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside Bryant-Denny. They're up by 7 over LSU. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding.
Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Hughes. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Dropping back, it's Moss. Got it in the middle, it's Lacey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Ville, he fills a void and brings a gun. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
Jumped on top of the pile. The Cardinals are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 3rd. Here comes the heat. Got his man to the left. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Off play action on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Lacy. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. The play action fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Drones. Finds his man. It's Selden. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part.
He's loose. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Last season, Kyron Drones really didn't play to the level he or Virginia Tech expected for him. Jesse, what does he need to do to return to his 2023 form?
It's consistency and avoiding the negative plays, avoiding the turnovers, making the throws you're supposed to make. There is no question physically, Kyron Drones has all the tools. When you think back to a year ago, if that Hail Mary stands against Miami and they get that win, maybe the season ends differently for Virginia Tech. This is a special talent. He's got to be more consistent.
Finds a man on the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. Wide open spaces. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Makes the grab on the left. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on ton. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down. The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hokies.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Trying to take it back. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're in defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Louisville. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'll immediately call timeout. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Off play action. He's got it. First down and more. And the Cardinals get enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Unloads to the wideout. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
The Hokies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Slips one guy, now he's loose. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. He's now up to 52 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quick release on the RPO. Touchdown, Hokie! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. They're trailing by 11 to LSU. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Moss. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Holds it in on the left. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, With all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Golden. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And it's right down the boulevard. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
But we're only in the 1st half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
And with time running out here in the 2nd quarter, the offense just going to take a knee. Don't want to risk disaster here. Make sure you go to the locker room with the lead. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Hokies will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in. And they'll stop him at the 16. Can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Moss. The sure hands, it's Lacy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Cardinals can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Scrambling away. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
The Cardinals line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Caught over the middle. It's Golden. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To throw, it's Moss. Floating away. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him to force him out of bounds and no gain on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Golden. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense.
Fakes a grab right down the middle. Touchdown, Louisville. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And right down the middle. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And I think this coach felt they needed something, right? You just scored, you created some momentum, you're still losing. Kick the onside kick, got aggressive, gets rewarded. Nice job by the onside kick team.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Dropping back, it's Moss. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
He'll throw it. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Makes the grab. It's Stewart. And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Set ready. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Stewart. Touchdown Cardinals! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And these linebackers are flying around, and they like to bring the boom. What a great job playing physical, setting the tone, and letting them know, don't come over the middle of my field.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Got it behind the line. It's Green. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Looking to throw, it's Moss. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
He's got it. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Look at the big fella doing work in the secondary, the big tight end, catching the ball, and he's just shooing these little DBs away. Get off me.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the 3rd quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Nowhere close on that one as he defense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Splits the uprights. Good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Still down big here in the third quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Virginia Tech 42, Louisville 20.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The RPO fire complete to the left. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. It's a running room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kansas is comfortably ahead on the scoreboard right now. Frankly, the kind of lead we're used to seeing inside Phog Allen Fieldhouse with the Jayhawks. They're up by 25 over Fresno State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Adams. Snagged in the middle, it's Stewart. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He leaves it with his back. up on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Running into the open space. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Hokies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Tight end now in motion. They want that clock to run. And the Hokies pick up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
We reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got enough for the first down. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and goal. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down here, probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great. The home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still
call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth